Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays. Now, there's probably nobody here. I'm just doing this really as a test to see how this live stuff actually works. So, I hope I'm actually coming through. You can hear me. And if you do join, someone does join me on here, great. Okay. What am I talking about? I'm here to announce the return of Ambush. If you've been a long time viewer of my channel, or you just started watching my channel, I've been going through Ambush since I got it a couple of years ago and been wanting it for quite a long time. So I started off with one squad led by a squad leader called Ambrose, and they got wiped. I was doing the missions in book order, and they got wiped out in mission 3. So they went through mission 1, 2, and got wiped out in mission 3. So I thought, right, okay, that was by a tank. Tanks are scary. So I thought, you know what I'll do? Let's do it now. Start all again and do it in chronological order. So they've given the dates on each of the actual missions. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. See how it happens. And that's what I did. So, and I created a whole new squad. My pieces of paper here. It's Anderson's squad. And they did the D-Day landing. Wow. They got but. They really did. That is a tough mission. I even did a redo. Of a redo. Yeah, I don't think that's the most balanced scenario in the Ambush catalogue. Did I have fun playing it? It was all right. Would I play it again? Never. Never, ever. I mean, no, you should never say never, but never. They then went and did mission 1, which I'd already done with the previous squad led by Ambrose, but I redone it, and I did that one off screen. I just played it because it's quite straightforward, and I think I knew most of what was going on, so I just did it just for completeness sake for Anderson squad. I then did mission 5. Now, what's that one called? He says drop in the box lids and won't be able to pick that up again. Yeah, there's lots of paperwork, all this. So mission 5, no, that was Operation Pickpocket. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that one, and I won that one. I actually won mission 1 when I redone it, and that was fairly easy because I knew that quite well. Mission 5, Operation Pickpocket. Yep. And then we did mission 7, as I say, in chronological order, Bait for the Trap. And that was the last one I did. So that was 4 missions in for Anderson squad. So now I'm going to do mission 2 again. Now, the question is, and I've asked it on there, do you want me to do mission 2 on screen or off screen? If you can let me know in the comments, or if you actually do join us, I have put a poll. I'm not sure what to do because I don't actually remember much from mission 1. I pretty know because I've watched other obviously YouTubers doing it as well, so I know that one fairly well. But mission 2, I've got vague recollections, but and Anderson Squad's not done it, and it's next in chronological order, so I can bring it to the channel, but I will be playing it off screen either way. Now, so let me know because I'm going to be working out the setup and such forth today after I've shot this video. So that's it won't be brought to the channel straight away because I've still got about some not going to give it away, some episodes of Battle Hymn to load up. I want to finish that on the channel. I can't bring it all up at the same time, but I will be recording or going through this mission 2 today. So I ambush. I prefer it to Battle Hymn. There's just something about Battle Hymn that hasn't quite gelled with me. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Alan's squad going through the Pacific is interesting, but the mission 2 on that one was just, well, it is. I mean, it's still ongoing. There's just something about it that just doesn't quite gel with me. Maybe it's too scripted. That one's got if you haven't seen it, it's got a 0 aircraft that you've just do not get a chance. But I've seen so far. It might mean I have to redo it and go a different way. Could do. Too many games, not enough time. Um, but yeah, you go on the board, set off a mine, change the condition level straight away. Um, the Japanese are running around, get into a fighter plane, take off, and then just start strafing the airfield consistently. Then a tank seems to know exactly where you are, and goes around patrolling the area. Yeah, okay. It had the vibes of the D-Day from Ambush. Um, was it less fun, more fun? Not too sure. So, um, so as I say, I would like to know from you guys what you would like me to, because mission 2, from what I remember, was a lot of fun from Ambush, and it, I just love this game. It's weird. Um, this game was what, made 85 ish, or was it 83? Around 83. So we're talking a 40-plus-year-old game, and I'm having a similar amount of fun with this that I'm having from a 2020, well, for me, 2024 stroke 25 release, Fields of Fire. One's all right, platoon level, company level, really, company level. The other one, individual players and squad level. But I get the same kind of excitement from it. Again, different methods of approach, cards versus program instructions, the program paragraphs. I enjoy both games immensely. Now, I was always speaking to English. I've got obvious games that are still ringing to my channel as well, such as Sixth Fleet and such forth. But there's something about the narrative with Ambush and Fields of Fire, for that matter. Um, the narrative decision making. There's a lot of solo games out there. You can pick them up. The Hunters, B-17. They've got a lot of narrative, but that narrative is determined by the dice. You roll the dice. It tells you your wings being blown up, or your subs starting to sink, or something like that. Dice, dice, dice. It's a dice fest. The dice are dictating the narrative. Whereas in games such as Ambush, yeah, the dice determine if you hit somebody or not hit someone or something like that, but it doesn't dictate your decision making tree. And you've got a lot of decisions to make in both Ambush and Fields of Fire. I love that in a solo game. I love that in a face to face game too. I don't like to play a face to face game against somebody and it's decided by the dice. Just don't. Um, I like dice to have an effect, or so I say, because I say Fields of Fire doesn't have dice, or a random element to have an effect, but not to be the dictator, not to tell me that I'm a good gamer or a bad gamer just because I've rolled very well on or drawn a special card that allows me to get that. This is one of the reasons why I went off the card-driven systems. I know I'm starting to ramble away from Ambush, but there you go. That's what happens when I start talking about games. But that's why I went off some of the card-driven systems, because if you know that deck, you're going to have a substantial advantage of someone who doesn't know the deck. Also, if you get the right cards in the right order and such forth, again, so the game is dictated by sometimes the luck of the draw. Whereas again, in Fields of Fire, yes, you've got that action deck, which can give you some very cringeworthy moments when you want to infiltrate. You've got to get moving, and you don't draw an infiltration card, or you need to spot that blinking pesky veteran enemy squad that is firing an LMG at you, or something along that line, and you can't see him and you can't fire back, and you can't spot him for love of money because he's veteran. He's hidden in cover on a terrain card, and you're sitting there going, "What can I do?" But you've got to keep moving. So yeah, those kind of decisions, which you get, as I say, in Ambush and in this game, in Fields of Fire, I love them, and that's why I play games for. So as I say, this is me just testing out the live system. What I might do, if I can get it working and show how it works and such forth, is try and do a live session of Ambush. So obviously I'm talking to you via webcam. I'm not sure if I can actually get the screen that I use onto here. If I can and I can work it out, I might book in a once a week or once a fortnight, something, a live session. So again, let me know in the comments if that would be of any interest. I know it's just me wobbling on as I normally do, but some of you guys seem to enjoy the way I wobble on. Why? I don't know, but and that's one of the reasons again I set up the channel, because even though I'm playing a lot of these games, obviously solo, um, I feel like I'm talking to you guys as I'm playing, and that's one of the things that encouraged me to play, because I'm not a great solo player. Um, I try and set up, say, a two-player game. Um, Solo. I get all excited. I get the box out. I get all the bits set up on the map. Everything's ready to go. And then I actually sit down to play it, and I'm like, I know what the other guy's going to do. It looks great on the map, and I know a lot of players say, you can do it play it from a historical perspective. You're learning something from the history, but it just like, I know what they're going to do. So having lots of games sitting on the shelf, I thought, well, I need to do something with them. And I thought that's one of the reasons why I did the YouTube. I thought, well, maybe that'll encourage me. If I've got one or two people watching, that'll go, yeah, okay, at least I know I can teach the game as well, get other people interested in it, show my enthusiasm for this hobby of ours. And that seems to keep me motivated. It seems to allow me to get onto these games and play them. And even as you see, I've done quite a few now of two-player simulations and play them solo, which I normally want. And I make little rules to help the other side, as it were, or I'm playing both sides to the best of my ability. I did that. I'll say recently. It was about a year and a half ago now with Anzio. I created a. I didn't want to know where the allies were going to invade, even though again I was playing both sides. So I used a deck of cards. Just came up with the idea, boom, and it seemed to work. It kept me in suspense because I didn't know exactly where the Allies were going to do their second, in fact, even their first invasion. And that again brings me back to the ambush. Yes, it's a solo game, but I have played it cooperatively. I have played it cooperatively with my daughter. She actually took in command of the game, of the guys moving around. She did mission one. This is why I know mission one quite well. She did mission one, and I was the rules. I also read the paragraph, so I put a bit of a role-playing stint into it as well. And yeah, she successfully did the mission. She enjoyed the game. Um, Not enough to to come back to it, because she does prefer the wingspans and the other game she's really liking at the moment is Ark Nova. So, but she did enjoy it enough to go, yeah, I'll do it again at some point. We tried Fields of Fire. She didn't really get on with that one, but it's it's thereabouts. I've already got something in the pipeline. Well, yeah, it's coming out today, later on today. Fields of Fire, where I'm doing a cooperative and teaching the game at the same time. If you watched a prior video, I think it came out yesterday, where I did a bit of a ramble on Fields of Fire, I mentioned that is coming, and that will be out today. We actually played yesterday, did a bit of joining things together. Boom, it's out tonight. So the timeline. I've got, all right, I'll give it away now. Battle Hymn, I think it's about 4 episodes left, and then that was done and dusted. So I'm releasing them once every 2 or 3 days, so to give you guys a chance to catch up, watch up, and such forth. Then once that is done, I will be shooting the ambush straight away. So we're talking maybe a week, 10 days ish. You should have an episode of Anderson advancing on. Got to get the name right, haven't I? Chasoul, something like that. That's number 6. Charge. Oh, no, there we go. Advance on Chasoul, August 1944. Okay. After I've completed that, and hopefully I can complete it successfully, we're going to do mission 8, which is, I think it's the one's boating. No, what is mission 8? Dash for the Sambre. Excuse my French. If there's any French viewers out there, I do profusely apologise for my pronunciation. And then after mission 8, we're back to mission 3. That's the bold one. That's one that Ambrose's squad was wiped out. So I'm looking forward to another reattempt at that one. It's not a reattempt. It'll be another attempt at it. It'd be a reattempt if I redo the same sculpture. You know what I mean. So, and then the final one in the campaign is mission 6, which is pleasure boating to the west wall. So that's the sequence. So it's 2, 8. He's looking at his little list, 3 and 6. Hopefully I can get through with Anderson's squad the whole way. If you let me know in the comments what you think. Should I then, if I get that far, obviously there's move out. The chronological order will be disrupted, but I'll do them in chronological order. Should I do it with a new squad or Anderson? Maybe just wait until I get there to make that kind of decision. So there's a few of you that were on here. Thank you for joining me. As I say, this is just me testing the system out. I'm going to let this load up and see what happens. And then I've got to work out a way, if I can, get the map up and play on there too. So I've rambled on for about 15 minutes or so. I hope it wasn't too much of a, if you're watching my videos, or the channel catches up, I start going on a tangent and I could end up anywhere. I do love this hobby so much, and it's let me get in contact with you guys. So until next time, now I'm going to work out how do I actually stop this. The little button says end stream. If you could like it, subscribe, all that YouTube nonsense, and I'll see you on the other videos. Take care. Bye, Internet.